That was a great ride. That was a great ride because I got accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, and I did it with my teammates. Man, when we first started off, a couple of them were really pushing the pace, and good thing I could warm up quickly today. And I tried to stay with them, but when we got to the first climb, I went about halfway up that first climb, and then I just had to let them go. It was just going too strong for me. So I dialed it back to something I can maintain for that entire 9-mile section of uphill undulating climbs. And I never caught them. In fact, some people caught me, and then we rode in together and got to the town of Prather, and we refueled, told a couple of war stories, and then we were on to the main climb. And the main climb is a 12-mile, you have to climb to get to the main climb a little bit more, and it's a 12-mile climb. So because I still have to watch out how I ride in terms of, I don't want to be in a pace line. I'm pulling all the way from Prather to the town of Auberry, which is a couple miles away, and then starting to go up the climb. And that first section is 1.75 mile, and I'm holding a good pace till about halfway, and then I just can't maintain that pace, and I know the guys up behind me, they're just stronger. So they go up ahead. I try to go on their wheels, but you know, that only lasts for like 30 feet. And then I have to let them go. And now they get to the intermediary false flat part, and then this next part of the climb begins. And so I never did catch them. I chased them, but eventually I dialed back that chase to just a steady pacing, hoping that one of them don't have the endurance so I can catch up to them. And so basically I maintained an average of about 80% of my maximum heart rates going up that climb, focused on full circle spinning, and the power varied as to the steepness of the climb, but usually it would have been around, let's say, 80 to 85% of my 20-minute FTP, and this climb goes for like an hour. At the top part, it's undulating. It's a steep climb, and then after, with about 4 miles to go, then it turns into like an undulating climb. You get some flats, you get some climbs, and then you get into the school. And then we come back in, and now I'm using, and these guys, some of these guys are, you know, they just have faster equipments, faster wheels, and when we're going on the descent, on this 8-mile descent to come back in, I've got to do a lot of pedaling, and I'm doing a lot of high cadence pedaling because you're already going down, you know, like down 6% grade, and I use that at times to get back in, to get close to them. I don't want to get too close, obviously, because of the collarbone situation. I get to the bottom, and then we roll on in, and after I get off the front, then I go to the back, and then I make sure that I don't stay too far back, because when I did that last week, I came off because I was just tired, and maybe it was because of the first ride with these guys last week, and then I rolled in after them. But this time I stayed close enough to them, but a safe distance where I could still be in their wake when I needed to, and then we rolled in. And you know, we just sat around, put our stuff away, and then told some more stories of this and that. Those are good times. Those are good times. So I had a little bit of accumulated fatigue today. I was hoping that that would be totally minimized. I went lifting Thursday, light lifting with the legs, but still lifting. And then I did the long high cadence interval and the long low cadence interval. And interesting about that, when I did that same workout last week on the big ring interval, or you know, the big gear interval, I averaged about 251 watts for about 18 minutes. So, you know, close enough. I call that my 20 minutes. And my FTP, my 20-minute FTP during the year was a little over 280. So I knew that, you know, coming back, things will come up, you know, relatively quickly. And so when I did that same workout, Even though I had some other work I'd done that day, I came in at about 263 watts a week later. And so that just shows you that when you lose stuff, it's easier to come back. Kind of like that muscle memory video that I made a little while back. You can go check it out. Okay, I've got some honeydews to do, so I got to get home and do them. Hope you enjoyed this video, got something out of it. Remember, and oh yeah, it's going to be on Strava, so check it out. About 46 miles and almost 4,600 feet of climbing. Comment, like, subscribe. The Cycling Greek.